Yeah, so the 80s. And then at different times that week. So this week they'll start based on the 10 days. We only had a couple of days. She's on the
Okay. Randy, you like it? How are you, sir? Very well. Good to see you. Good to see you.
I'm there when you
Good. You, sir?
Hi.
Good morning. Did you have a good trip?
Ready?
Yes.
Okay, I'll call the meeting to order. It was properly posted on August 12th, and I'll lead the prayer and pledge. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for this opportunity to gather and do the people's business. We'll ask that you lay your hand on these proceedings and give us guidance throughout the week and have safety across our employees and our troops overseas. In your name, amen.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Is there a motion to approve the minutes of August 2nd?
I move we approve our minutes.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Is there a motion to approve the claims?
I move we approve our claims.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any change to the blanket? There is. Okay.
Good morning, Commissioners. I was requested to add one requisition to the blanket report. This is in regards to item 38, an amendment for the small architect's contract in the amount of $40,000. And if that item is approved, I would request that this be added to your blanket report. It's rec number 122-01797 for $40,000 to Smart Architect.
What item was this again?
Number 38.
Okay.
Should we,
Take that up first.
right,
Yeah.
after,
All right, go ahead. You want to take item 38 right now?
Sure.
Okay. What's your pleasure?
do we want to hear from Mr. Trumbo?
Yeah.
Item 38, as you'll recall, we was redoing the sixth floor and just a small part of the sixth floor. Most of it was going to stay the same. We did a little bit for District 1 and the public defender. But now we've had to get that floor and start all over. So this is an amendment to the original contract. It goes back to 2013. It's quite a bit of additional work on electrical and fire protection. So we're going to have to do that. That's what the $40,000 is for. But there is one little discrepancy that I found. Keith pointed it out. It's a conflict between the original contract and this amendment dealing with errors and omissions. So what I think I'd like to do is just strike this and bring it back next week, or 2 weeks.
Before we do that, we have a citizen who's signed up for this item. Mr. Cummings,
Do I only get 1 minute all the time or 1 minute per question?
1 minute per question.
I don't need this one. Thank you.
Okay. All right. So is there a motion to strike?
I'll move we strike item 38.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Go back to the blanket then.
So we don't need to add it to the blanket? Okay. Then I will move we approve our blanket purchase orders.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any individual consideration on the consent docket?
I'll move we approve our consent docket.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
District 1.
Okay. Item 27, we have some guests here from our Asian Cultural District Association, Mr. Toon Nguyen, and a new staff member that I will let introduce himself. But come on up and talk to us about the Asian Night Market Festival.
Hi, Commissioners. Thank you so much for having me, Commissioner Mon, Calvi, and Commissioner Boombert. My name is Toon Nguyen, and this is, I'll let him introduce himself.
My name is Danny Vo.
And he's our new Programs Director, and I'm the President of the Asian District. So this year, we're having our third annual Asian Night Market Festival on Saturday, August 28th. I hope that if any of you guys are available, that you guys could participate. This year is going to be a little bit more special in that we've actually, City Council has allowed us to close down 3 lanes of northbound Classen. We're going to make the festival a little bit more safer for everyone by distancing all the food vendors 10 feet apart, encouraging 6 feet distancing, and also encourage mask wearing, of course, it's outside. But we can do all we can for a really safe environment to have a really fun, family-filled community event. So we hope to continue this drive down the road. So thank you so much.
It's a great event.
Absolutely it is.
And I'd also like to ask if we could, with your permission, to leave a couple of posters for us to post around. I know that usually Larry Stein, our county assessor, usually helps us with that, so I can help.
Sure.
with that.
Yeah. And could you really briefly talk about, when we say Asian Cultural District, there's many different groups of Asian Americans that make up the folks who participate in that district.
Yep. So this year we have a lineup. We have 2 stages. This year we have a plethora of performances. We have the Filipino Association doing their pipe dances. We have the Malaysian. We have a lot of the UCO students. Also Miss Asian UCO, Mr. Asian UCO, and then just a plethora from the Laos community, the Vietnamese community, line dancing competition. We have a spicy eating competition actually this year, a spicy ramen eating. So if any of you would like to partake in that, I really highly encourage you to enroll in that.
I think the Thai people have an unfair advantage in spicy.
Yep.
It's great food.
So we have a plethora of different performances on stage. We have a cultural fashion show this year as well. So we have a really diverse group of folks that Mrs. Samantha Vu had put together. So she's normally our programs director for onstage performances and such. So.
And can you remind us where in the Asian Cultural District the event is taking place?
Yes, we'll be Military Park from 24th Street. This year we're going to close it to 24th to 26th Street. So.
Awesome.
Excellent.
Samantha is a good U.S. Grant girl.
She is.
Went to high school with her.
Yeah.
Okay, was there a motion to include demonstrating the posters in the courthouse?
I will move to approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you all very
Thank
much
you
for your
both.
time.
Thank you so much, Commissioners. Thank you.
These next 3 items come by virtue of the chairman's office. Number 28 is about the fair, and LaDonna, I don't know if you want to say anything about it. It's just routine.
Another good event.
I'll move to approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
And item 29 is our contract with CJAC. I don't know if you want to speak to that. It came to us, but you have any?
No, just the Criminal Justice Advisory Council does a great job in terms of helping coordinate between different parties in improving our local justice system, and has helped promote the dramatic reduction in the jail population and the trust and everything else. So I think they do good work. And I'll be happy to move the item.
I'll second.
Any other discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
And item 30, again, Mr. Cummings signed up. Do you care to speak now?
Since I've only got 1 minute, I'll try to make this quick. This kind of looks like it was slid in here, and truthfully, I don't know. But we're talking about including possible action to select who will be listed as account administrator, point of contact for reporting, and authorized representative of reporting. I just want to remind everybody, Kevin Calvi buried the money from the CARES Act. This guy cannot be in charge. He is corrupt. Even his own guy on camera said he didn't know where he had buried the money. I don't care, Brian, if you're in charge or you carry, but not him. He stole that last money and then buried it and hid it. His own people didn't even know where, and he held it hostage. That's what I had to come down here for. This is looking awfully similar to the junk you guys pulled last time. I hope we're going to behave a little better, because this is a waste of my time. Okay? Thank you.
All right. Do either of you have any preference on, this is really about, we need to pick somebody who's going to be the point of contact.
Right.
We've discussed this with the treasurer's office, and somebody has to fill out this paperwork or be the signature or receive the emails.
And I believe there's quarterly reports. Is someone from the treasurer's office here? Quarterly
I
reports,
think
Joe
there's a
shaking
lot
his
of
head.
reports. I
Yeah.
don't know that they're even just limited to quarterly.
Well, ultimately, we should hire a consultant that is somebody who is aware of how this is being done all over the country, and that person probably ought to take the lead on doing this. In the interim, I understand from visiting with some folks at the clerk's office that the reporting requirements on this are more strenuous than on the CARES Act, and so and there's a report coming up on August 31st. So I would urge that we hire a consultant just as soon as we can. It's not on the, I don't know that that's, we're not prepared anyway to do that right now.
Well,
but-
this is kind of one of those tricky things. You got to have the wording on the agenda
Right.
to do it, so.
But short of that, I would say, we do need to get some people listed on there because there's this report coming up. So I would urge that,
Yeah.
Mr. Chairman, that maybe you call a special meeting at some point to, look at hiring a consultant. But in the interim, if we want to just put some people in, certainly, the chairman or anybody else as placeholders, I think that's fine.
Commissioner Mon, do you feel comfortable serving in the interim, or someone in your office, or would you prefer it to be someone from the treasurer's office?
I mean, I don't know if the treasurer's office will, are they even present? Is there anyone here from Butch's office? Michael might have some insight.
Good morning, Commissioners. First off, the federal government recognizes the account administrator as the chairman, and there's a person from the treasurer's office listed as a representative, and then also an individual from the clerk's office. So this would just to be formalized that. Now, I understand the clerk's office is concerned with the amount in the reporting and some of the items they are not even aware of. And I believe this body probably should list some of those items, but until they do, I would just suggest the chairman be listed as account administrator, and then those two representatives also listed. I'm at a loss at this time.
Needless to say, it's been extremely complicated to sift through. I think we had to go through about 6 revisions on the agenda item with the DA just to try to come, that's what I was alluding to. We have to have the conversation first before we can do as you've suggested with getting that, but then you can't be presumptive in the awarding of the agenda item. And
Right.
so it's just trying to comply with all the federal regulations on this. It's been, and Clerk Hooten has expressed his concern to me about the level of staff skill sets to be able to deal with what appears to be a very convoluted reporting system. So in addition to their present workload. So I agree. I think we're going to need to hire somebody professionally who does this. So Journal Record's been talking about this. I think Melissa Houston is one that's been doing a lot of it, former labor commissioner. And I don't know who else, but I see other governmental entities are having to pursue this as well.
Well, I would suggest that we go ahead today and appoint you, Mr. Chairman, as one of the responding persons, and then if at your, earliest opportunity, if we can get in and visit with some potential consultants and then come upon one, just as soon as possible so they can help us with this August 31 report. It should be an easy report, right? We have the money, we haven't spent any. But I would think that would be the best course of action.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
Okay, well, I will go ahead and move that at least one of those positions be filled with Commissioner Mon.
I'll second.
Do we need to address the others, Michael, in your opinion now, or there you are.
Well, I would believe at this time, between now and the 31st, that, like I said, the federal government already has some names in place.
They are just by virtue of their position?
Right.
Okay. All right. Motion and seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Me? Just kidding. All right. Engineering.
Item 31, this is a bridge in District 1 and in Jones. This is to purchase an easement so we can proceed with the bridge. $500 to the Rose family.
I'll move to approve since this is in my district.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Item 32 is our standard agreement with ODOT for a bridge in District 2 at Heron 36th Street. It'll be on a fall letting. This lets us get on that bid letting schedule and pay our 20% match.
Okay. Is there a motion?
I'll move to approve.
All in
Second.
favor, say aye.
Aye.
Item 33 is an item we do about every 3 years with the State Fire Marshal's Office. This is on commercial properties that are in the unincorporated area who has jurisdiction. We have the jurisdiction on electrical, mechanical, plumbing, all the inspections that we do. The State Fire Marshal has it on the fire protection, so we don't do those inspections. And this document just sets that out clear on who's doing what.
Motion?
I'll move to approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
34.
This is another easement on the bridge in District 1 in Jones from the Butler family, $500.
I'll move to approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Item 35, the XXX stream bank is well underway. We're starting to put those weirs into the river. We're now ready to put the roadway out to bid. This would be to approve the plans and sign the title sheet so we can go to bid on the roadway portion.
I will gladly move this item.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
As you'll recall, on item 36, there were some properties that the commissioners owned up around the District 3 yard. We put those out to bid, and we received the bids. All the costs are paid that the court required, plus the cost of the properties. Habitat for Humanity won 3 of those lots, and Mr. Corey West won 1 of them. So now, since all money is received, we're ready to sign the quitclaim deeds to those folks.
Go ahead and move the item.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Item 37, this is a new program that the state has, OMES. I think you're familiar with their abatement program, where we buy abatement from state contract. They have a roofing program, or we buy roofing. They now have a program where you can purchase a general contractor off state contract. It's pre-bid, and all that Title 61 work is done for you. I would like to try this program out. Chantel and I and some people from facilities have met with these OMES folks and some of the contractors. It seems like a really good program. I think we can actually speed some of our projects back up where we've gotten a little bit behind. And so there's two projects, the 6th floor build out and juvenile justice lobby. I would like to put those two projects through that program, if it's okay with you.
Is there a cost to the county to do this?
Yes, OMES does have a fee. The fee it's not a standard fee. It's based on the size of the project and the amount of administration. It's not a lot different from what ODOT charges us when they oversee the construction of one of their projects or our projects that they're administering. So it's set up similar to that in that way.
So this would put the decision on contractors and stuff out of our hands?
No, we would still be the ones overseeing the construction on a daily basis,
Okay.
but the contract would be between the state and the contractor, not us.
Okay.
And Mr. Monroe, I know you and I talked about this the other day. Will this hopefully make your life a little easier?
I don't know yet.
Okay.
We hope
Okay,
so.
we'll see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Typical straight answer from Keith. All right, is there a motion?
I'll move to approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right, Jamie? Is there?
Good morning. I have some staff on their way,
Okay, that's what I
so
wanted
if we
to hear.
could delay 39,
Sure,
I can go ahead with item 40.
okay.
This is the second year option to renew. It's just our standard reimbursement contract when we do transportation of OJA kids out of our detention facility to placement, doctor's appointments, those kinds of things. They reimburse us.
All right, well, that's good.
I'll move to approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
41 is, I provided you a floor plan of what the previous space that CASA occupied, kind of how that's laid out now. It's all painted and brand-new carpet, so I just wanted to bring that to your attention. You could think about if you want to pursue trying to lease that space, or if there are other people in the county that need office space that could work at our center, so.
Okay.
Okay, I don't know, is there a motion needed on that, I guess, to receive the report?
I'll move to receive.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
We'll address your item when they get here.
Thank you.
District 1, you want to reappoint?
Yes, item 42 is to reappoint Jennifer Krieg to the Planning Commission. She was serving the end of Irene Martin's term, and so I would like to reappoint her for a full 6-year term. I
That's
will
your motion?
move the item.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you for her service. Purchasing.
Thank you, Commissioners. This item is primarily an update regarding the RFP that we solicited for retirement investment and administrative services, working very closely with the Retirement Board on this item, and we have received 3 bids on this. Attorney Jim Prince has been hired as consultant and legal advisor for this process, and we have evaluated those bids. I would like to request that I present a recommendation to the special retirement board meeting tomorrow to reject these bids and to resolicit very quickly so that we can meet certain milestones and deadlines. But I'm here today to ask you if you wouldn't mind either recessing or calling a special meeting in order to bring the retirement board's recommendation, whatever that may be, back to this board, to this body on this item, so that way in the event we are unanimous to recommend rejecting bids and rebidding, that we can do so very quickly this week.
We probably ought to go ahead and recess this one to a time that you think's appropriate, because I'm not sure when the special is going to be based on when we find
Okay.
a couple of consultants or whoever to choose from. So when would you prefer us to reconvene?
The special retirement board meeting is scheduled for 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon.
Okay.
I'm not sure how long that meeting will take. I don't expect it to be very long, and I'm not sure if this body would want to meet that late in the afternoon, but at your convenience, possibly Wednesday if you're available.
Do you have your calendars handy? Do you know?
You said Wednesday?
If you all are available on Wednesday, that would be the earliest.
I'm available
Availability.
Wednesday morning.
Fine.
Are you able to say why you want to reject all the bids?
The bids that we received, each bid contained what I'd like to call deficiencies, where they didn't meet all of the requirements of our bid that was solicited.
Okay.
And I'd be happy to discuss that more in detail, and I believe I reached out to every office to kind of
Okay.
talk about that. But we did receive bids that didn't meet all the services for fiduciary or administrative. Some of the bids did not meet all the requirements of a local office that was required in the bid. And also, we did not receive an all-inclusive fee proposal, which was required in the bid. Some of these additional fees are outlined and quite extensive. And so those were things that really need to be followed and put together as requested by the retirement board.
I probably can't be here Wednesday morning, but you guys can do it.
Okay.
So no action at this time. We'll reconvene later. Okay.
Thank you.
Do you need us to also reject them and retirement board to reject the bids?
I will be reporting to retirement board, and they will make a recommendation that will then be presented to
Okay.
the Board of County Commissioners for your final decision.
Okay.
Okay, Commissioner comments, District 1.
Saturday morning, I was able to attend a reenactment of the the sit-ins that were led by Clara Looper here in Oklahoma City. And so we marched from Frontline Church down to Kaiser's, and there were several folks there who participated in the sit-ins in, I want to say 1963. I hope that's the right date. And so it was very cool to see the original folks who were there participating the other day. And then they had several young people sitting at the counter reenacting it. So it was very cool.
Nothing from either. New business? Hearing none, is there a motion to recess into executive session?
I'll move we recess.
Second.
And we'll take your item up when we return. Okay? All in favor, say aye.
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 Give yourself 2 complete days in between Friday and Monday. Just do one DC to do your thing. I'm calling you guys. We are now. And they need special for another day.
here's my card. And I said, I was just, you and maybe we said, that work. Sounds great. Thanks for asking. Glad you did. Okay. Well, yeah, I should see.
Rolling to get the money in. Get transfers.
It wasn't actually.
Yeah.
I'm getting.
I mean, they go so fast. Those two made the motion. So hopefully at some point, capture a bid by the board, them pushing the button. Let us start. Right. They're better.
Before I got in there 4 years, I got to a place where I was so bad. This BET I just went to last week. Oh, well, they're not, they don't want to give me time to add anybody. There's some.
I believe that it's around May and June. Maybe that's just.
Well, they did that on the agenda during executive session, but I agreed to come back and do ours. You can go ahead and still do executive session. So, I'll go out there and that's just gonna, read a resolution, recognizing the service, and then, the only thing that should be all them boards, what the preference is. So, I'm turning up the street.
They're gonna come back and one night. 30-something. Mr. Peter.
And then some, so that won't be on top.
Correct. Because they're not gonna adjourn this week.
She might
Because
still.
our on-air thing just not working.
It's the lights out, yeah, we've been trying to get it to, get it fixed, so it's there. That's what it is. Hi. You made it. You got breath? We went to a party,
I'll leave that up to you. Whatever gets us bidders.
And I think you may get your out-of-state big guys. And we are doing online bid, that's already built. I'll be pushing the button as
To really see it, because it's never been like this. Always. You look scary. Black people. Yeah. Yeah. So is everything well for you all? Yeah. And then I realized I did that same day. I listened. I guess I just assumed that had been changed to
Okay, is there a motion to return to regular session?
I move we return.
Second?
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Are there any citizens to speak? I should have asked for that before we went in there. Seeing none. All right, action on item 45.
I'll move we proceed as discussed in executive session.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, Jamie, item 39.
Thank you for pushing this to the end. Apparently, there was a struggle on who was going to get the van in detention one, so we're a little late. Come on up. I'd like to read a resolution recognizing our intake and probation officer staff. Whereas in 1999, the American Probation and Parole Association began lobbying for every state to make a proclamation that 1 week in July be for the recognition of pretrial, probation, and parole supervision week. The theme of 2021 was restoring trust and creating hope. And whereas intake and probation officers manage their caseloads through the lens of evidence-based practices, promoting positive youth development, making the reduction of racial and ethnic disparities in the system a priority, leveraging professional partnerships, and engaging youth and their families in activities to improve relationships. Be it therefore resolved, the Board of County Commissioners of Oklahoma County does hereby express great appreciation for all of the dedication to service by the intake and probation officers of the Oklahoma County Juvenile Bureau.
So moved.
I will second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you very much for your service.
Would you all mind coming up here and we can get a photo? So maybe, Mr. Chairman, if we go ahead and move our recess, then we can just end the meeting and
Okay.
do that.
Do you mind
So did we want to on, which item was that? Chantel, where was that one?
It was under 42.
42.
No, excuse me, 43.
Okay, well, I guess it doesn't matter. I would move that we then recess this meeting for the purposes of addressing item 43 until Wednesday morning at
10 a.m.?
10?
Okay.
So moved?
Second?
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Come on around.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Okay, I'll call the Public Building Meeting Authority together. It was properly posted on August 12th. All three trustees are present. Is there a motion to approve the minutes of August 2nd?
I'll move to approve.
Second?
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Is there a motion to approve the claims?
I move we approve our claims.
Second?
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Item 3 is the security with the sheriff.
And this is just for ICB?
No, this is for the Public Building Authority properties. This is to fund Darren Neals, the sheriff's
Oh,
deputy.
yes. Okay. Okay. And is this the same amount as the previous year's contract?
No, there's an increase here of several $1,000s. I believe last year's contract was $76,000, $77,000.
Okay. I'll move to approve.
Second?
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Item 4 is to have the financial statements of June. Is there a motion to receive?
I'll move to receive.
Second?
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Item 5 is the agreement with the PBA and Margie Knight for some space in the ICB.
Keith, can you remind me which floor this is?
You know, I believe she is on the 5th floor.
Okay. I'll move to approve.
Second?
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Report of fees for the month of July. Metro parking.
I'll move to receive.
Second?
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
And number 7 is the PBA monthly report of fees for the month of July.
Move to receive.
Second?
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Have some new parking spaces.
I will move to approve these 7 parking spaces. Is that 7?
6?
6 spaces.
Second?
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any citizens to speak before the PBA? If not, board comments? Hearing none, is there any new business? If not, is there a motion to adjourn?
I'll move we adjourn.
Second?
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.